We can go ahead and get started. Our first question is from Rock Kabako.
Brandon, when you try to align the rotation coming out of the break, what are some of the factors that you're looking at to decide where you're slotting guys?
Well, we have a few factors. One is we're going to see how it goes today with Watkins. We are going to see how Harvey feels as well here in a couple days. That where to slot him is probably going to push him back a few days. We're going to see where we are rotation-wise. I mean, we're kind of a crapshoot right now from a rotation. Lopez also, seeing if we're going to give him a little bit extra rest as well. So, probably tomorrow is when we'll set it. I kind of have an idea. I just don't want to announce it yet. But we're going to be pushing a couple guys back a little just to give them a longer break, because we're going to need them the last 70-something games.
Rich Dubroff, go ahead.
Brandon, how are Freddie Galvis and Hunter Harvey progressing?
Yeah, very well, very well. Freddie is he's going to start rehabbing in Sarasota here in a few days. So right after the break, Freddie starts his rehab, starts taking ground balls, starts getting more of a running progression. Hoping to have him back by the end of the month. Harvey as well. I think that initially I was concerned that it was going to be a while. It doesn't sound like it is, and hopefully have him back some point by the end of the month as well. So good news on both those guys. Love to have both those guys back.
Joe Trezza, go ahead.
Brandon, have you been impressed with what you've seen from Gutierrez at third base, especially with the athleticism and just the defensive prowess?
Yeah, I think that athletic guy, runs well, got a really good arm. He kind of struggled defensively in Kansas City a little bit. That's why we wanted to take a look, kind of see if we can maybe help him out with some things. But the arm strength's there. The arm strength and the athleticism is there. And throwing him out there again today, and I know he's doing some ground ball stuff with Manzo earlier. But definitely an athletic body, and hit a couple balls hard a couple days ago. So we'll see.
John Mioli, go ahead.
And the break is always a time to kind of take stock of what happened before it. As you're, unwinding in the next few days, what are the things that are going to stand out about the first half to you?
Well, I mean, just for me, it just shows you how far away we are pitching wise. We threw the ball well the first month. We kind of hung around 500-ish, and then really since the Means no hitter, we haven't been able to stay in the games on the mound, and our rotation is beat up. We don't have good numbers. Our bullpen is taxed because of it. So there's a lot of concern there. But we somehow have to get our starting pitchers to go a little bit longer, be able to be more efficient in getting their outs. That being said, we face really good lineups, and some of these guys struggled. And so we need to get better to survive the second half.
Brett Hollander, go ahead.
Brandon, between trying to get away for a few days and the draft going on, how much attention will you pay at all tonight? And then going back to your player development days, what do you look for in a prospect as far as makeup and things like that?
Sorry. I had somebody come in. What'd you say?
I'm sorry. Between trying to get away for a few days and the draft going on tonight, will you pay any attention to the 5th overall pick? And then going back to your player development days, what do you look for as far as makeup in a prospect?
I definitely will be paying attention to the draft tonight, and interested to see who we take. It's a big deal for us right now is to get impact type players at the top of the draft, and to get our organization full of talented guys. It's very, very necessary right now. From a makeup standpoint, I mean, players are all different. I've had easy makeup to some would say difficult makeup. For me, if the guy loves to play, is willing to work, and has energy with what he's doing, I don't have any sort of issue. I like guys with I like guys that have chips on their shoulders, that sometimes maybe deemed as tough makeup kids. I think that's where you make your mark as a coach, and that's where you put your stamp on how to impact players, because the easy guys to coach are easy. It's the kids that are sometimes a little bit rough around the edges that you can really make an impact on, and I never shy away from that.
All right, that is all the questions we have. Thanks for joining us, Brandon, and we'll see you after the game.
All right, thanks.